Hi everyone, it's Cindy here from Cindy M's Crochet Corner. Today I've made a little bag, but I need to stitch these ends in, and I figured why not do a quick tutorial on it. You can join me on this one. Lots of fun here. So basically there's a couple of ways you can do it. I've got a few ends. I like to tie a knot to start with. That's a good starting point, especially when you're changing colours. If you just do like a double knot just to secure it before you start is always a good plan. And then we're going to feed these in. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. We have, like, you can use a hook if you want to. If the work is reasonably loose like this, you could probably use a hook to go through. But if it's tight like this one here and the hook, it's hard to get your hooks in, then use a darning needle. And there's a couple of different types of darning needles. There's ones with the huge eyes, smaller eyes. So these are based on depending on your size of your yarn. And also they have different ends on them. So these are quite blunt, as you can see. But there are ones that have a sharper end, so just be aware of those, and they can actually catch in the yarn, which I don't recommend. I think the sharper ones are best left alone. There is plastic ones as well, so just depending on how big your yarn is, you could use these plastic ones as well. But try to get the biggest eye possible, obviously, for the larger the yarn is, the thicker the yarn is. So I tend to use a nice big eye because I don't like having to struggle with threading, and just a blunt end when I do, or I'll use a crochet hook if I get tired of crocheting in threading the yarn all the time. So I recommend with tighter areas to do a needle and then loose with the hook. And when you're threading it, if it's all fluffy and stuff like that, you can just trim a little bit off. I always leave plenty to work with. Or you can pinch it in between your fingers like that and push your yarn through the needle that way, and you can get a pretty easy thread that way. So leave a bit on, and we'll do the rule of thirds is what I've seen. So we're going once, twice, 3 times, and that will guarantee that it'll never come out. So with your magic circles to start with, just feel the direction that it's going in. You can usually feel the direction, and then just thread through. And remember, you're on the inside, so you don't want to push through to the other side. You want everything to stay fairly close to the surface here. So try to avoid pushing right through, because you don't want to see a line on the other side. You just want to stay on the surface here. So 1 thread on the surface is best, and just thread it through. Thread it through. Don't pull it too tight. You don't want it tight. Keep going for as long as you want to. Give it a good inch or so, and then go back, but make sure you skip the first stitch so it locks it in place. So you can go back in the same direction, or you can change direction, as long as you're staying on the same color. You don't want to go taking the yellow into the green, that sort of thing, or into this beautiful color here. So make sure you stay in the same thread color and just feed it through just under the surface there. And then I'm going to go back again, and I'm going to just change. I just want to make sure that you go over at least 1 loop, because otherwise it'll just undo. So go over your loop at least, and then go into a few other stitches here just on the surface. Remember, you don't want to go right into the back of it. So once you've done what you think is enough, and I think that is, again, don't pull it too tight. You can then snip it off, and so just pull it just a fraction, snip it off, and then just wiggle it around, and it'll disappear into the fabric. All right, so I'll show you that again. Now this one here, we'll try doing with a crochet hook, because I'm going to go into the green with the green. So on this one I would go as close to that point as possible on entry. So you can come from over here somewhere. Remember, try to keep the top loops or no further than about halfway into the material. Come right over to here and pull through. Pull through, just be gentle with it. And then we'll go through another layer here. So remember, so about an inch in is good. I'll do a little bit more. And then we'll change directions. And it really depends on how long your yarn is. If your yarn's not that long, then you don't have to go the full inch. Just do what you can. So I'm going to take this back up, probably into there, just to secure it a little bit more, because the puff stitch doesn't have a lot. It's just around and around, so there's not a lot to grab onto. So go into where you can see there's stitches, and you can probably lock it in place there. That looks pretty good, and then we'll just snip it off. And that's the second one done. Perfect. So this one, we've already knotted it. I want to go back into the yellow, so I'm going to change it up and pop my hook back on. There's another way. If you can't get through this way with your yarn, you can always fold it over your eye and then pinch it and then pop it through. Alright, now this one's a lot shorter. There is another trick to this. If you can't get into there, if it's too short, what you can do is you can feed your needle in first to wherever you want it to go, and then you can thread it through the eye. So pinch it again and thread it through the eye, and then pull it through. That's another trick if your yarn's quite short. Just pull it through. I'm just going to grab that. Just be careful. So yeah, if it's too short, put the needle in first and then pull it through. So now I can see here I can't really use a needle here unless I put that needle in first. So I'm going to use my crochet hook, and you can go as small as you want. This is a 3mm. Go smaller if you need to go smaller, especially if you've got finer work. And just be gentle with it. Just pop it through certain little parts there and just pull it through. And keep going into just the yellow. Don't go into the green. So into there, and then I want to go back. I might go back over to here and pull it through into here. You want to kind of lock it in somewhere if you can. So wherever you can see a nice stitch, grab it and lock it in. Just make sure you bring that through as well. Any little bits. Alright, and maybe just one more, just into there. You can see, I might just go into that one there, just with a hook, and pull it through. And then you can cut your yarn. And always check on the other side, make sure that you can't see any of the loops coming through. Just double check it as you go. See, that looks pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to keep going, but that's just to give you an idea on how to darn some of your ends in. I've got lots to do, as you can see. And you know, it's completely up to you when you do it, when you finish the project or when you start the project. If you want to just do one square at a time or one section at a time, darn as you go. I usually try to get the project done because I'm videoing, and then I'll just feed them all in afterwards. It's not a drama, but just stay in the same color, pop it in, and do your thirds where you can. So you go one way, come back the other way, then go back again. So you're doing it at least 3 times to lock that in. So that will stop it from coming out in the wash, that sort of thing. Or, you know, especially with blankets, if people are tugging on them, you don't want them to come out. Okay, so it's just a quick tutorial just to show you. I usually go in and just do all my ends and then trim them later too, if I want to speed it up a little bit, and always feel where it's coming from. Like this one here, pull it nice and tight, that knot. This one I could probably take it back through here because it's on the path of the yellow as well. So take that through. Try to grab it at the end as well, so you're not tugging on the original knot. If it just doesn't go through, use your needle. So something like that. And through here. There is no science to this, just have a play. Keep threading it through until you're satisfied it's locked in. But remember to go one way, come back the other way. And just locks it in place for you. And then maybe back through this section here. And you pretty much just jiggle it around so it doesn't pull. And trim it off. Okay, so that's just a quick one to show you how to darn in some of your ends. So have fun with it. Pull in your magic ring always, and feel which way it's going and pop that through. So remember to go one way, come back. This can be enjoyable as well, especially if you know you've got to do a little bit. So just take your time, work around different ways. Try not to go through the stitch unless it's really necessary to lock it in place. Then you can go through the stitch. You're definitely never going to move it again. You can go through. Okay, and go up into here and then back one more time, and this one's pretty good, so I might go up into there. There you go, and I'll cut that off. Just pull on a fraction, make sure you don't cut the other yarn that's underneath it, and voila, it's gone. You'd never know. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you on the next. Have a fantastic day, guys, and like and subscribe, and I'll show you some more tricks as we go along.